Shalom and welcome to everyone. This is going to be the Divine Feminine reading. The first one was the first reading. Oh, we got two cards already that came out. Okay, so the first, I'm going to do this in a second. Okay. Excuse me. Heavenly Father, what messages can we take and who can we embody? Who do you want the Divine Feminines to embody? Oh, no. You got to do this again. Who do you want the Divine Feminines to embody? Oh, wow. So this is just cutting up today. I didn't even really get a chance to just do stuff. Oh, I'm going to stop here because I don't want these to be too long. So beautiful. Overall energy of the spread is the goddess Hesta, or Hestia, excuse me. And it says, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. And if you watch the other spiritual guidance reading that I did with the Work Your Light Oracle deck, one of the cards that actually came up was about the inner temple. So I just think it's amazing. I feel like this is already going to be like Spirit is just on a roll as usual, because here we go with this. To me, this is like talking about the inner temple as well and about the sanctuary. The temple, sanctuary is the same. That's the same word. Those words are interchangeable for church or body or whatever. And so, yeah, I think that's amazing. I believe this is definitely going to be in tune and in line with everything else, like everything else. So let me try to get this deck out of the way. Put it back. I need to clear the energy of it. So I'll put it to the side. All right. So the first card that came out was the Green Terra. And it says the Buddha of enlightened action. And it says, my soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. From the jump, Spirit gave me something maybe a week or so, now 2 ago, about our higher self leading our ego. And I kind of just feel like maybe that's the same thing. That's kind of the same thing that this could be saying. But I'll get the book. But for me, this means that it is my higher self that leads my body, that leads this, I'll say, avatar that we have here. It's my higher self that does that. And a lot of times people just do things without really taking into consideration why they're doing it, what's leading them, what part of themselves are leading them. Is it your lower self, or is it your higher self? Our higher self, to me, is totally connected to everything that we need to be connected to, everything that we need to know to manifest things here in the natural realm. However, our lower self is here in the natural realm, and it has to kind of deal with the things that are in the natural. If you're only dealing with the natural things and you're never tapping into the spirit, then you can only see things. And I'm not saying, because I feel that natural and spirit are actually already connected, but there's a disconnect for whatever reason for us. We, for some reason, I don't know exactly why or how or when it happens, but some type of way we usually tend to disconnect from our spirit selves. I want to say that I think it's the obstacles that this natural place tends to throw at us, the things that we have to endure, the hardships, struggles sometimes that we endure when coming here and collapsing in this place. Those are the things that kind of fog up our light. Those are the things that make it hard for us to tap into our spirit or hear our spirit, or be able to see what spirit is showing us, even with our mind's eye or with our eyes. It's hard to see sometimes. And especially when you have forgotten who you are, it's hard. So I believe that once you become enlightened or illumined, basically awakened to who you are in the spirit realm, then you begin to commune with yourself in that way. Your higher self teaches you stuff, and that is what begins to lead your natural steps. And I think that that's what this is embodying. I don't know, like, I'm one to go to the book. It's no problem. But I also notice that sometimes with going with the book, it makes it longer. But we'll try to see if we can get to this. If we can get to her quick, we'll do it. If not, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just stop right there. Whew. I must probably stop right there, guys, because I don't want to waste too much time. I got to get ready to go to work, and I'm literally don't got no clothes on, don't even know what I'm gonna wear. So I'm gonna leave it at that. My soul informs me of every step. So my higher self, my spirit tells me what I'm supposed to do, and then I do it. That's what that means to me. Just to keep it short and sweet. The next card that came out right after the green tower was Mio Shan, the Princess of Mercy. And it says, giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. I feel like this is telling us that if we want to receive, and I mean, I don't even want to, because that might sound selfish, you know, but it's true. Like, if you want to receive something, you got to give it. You got to give it. And it comes back. And it comes back. And in a way, sometimes us giving things first is merciful. Or not even first, just giving sometimes is merciful. Sometimes we may feel that people or ourselves don't deserve certain things because of things that we know about self and or others. But the universe knows everything about every last one of us, and it still decides to give to all of us. Enlightenment, illumination, information that we need to know that something bigger and outside of, so not outside, but something bigger exists, both outside and inside of us, you know? And I think that that's merciful, because we do things in our ignorance. Oh my gosh, we treat ourselves and other people so wrong in our ignorance. And yet the universe is kind. The universe is merciful, not to totally wreck us and, you know, be like, you got to get out of here. We're taking you out of here. You know, it doesn't do that. It's like it allows time and time and time again for us to learn certain things that we need to. Now, I happen to find her quickly in the book, so I think I'm going to go ahead and, well, look, it might be, watch, I'm not going to find her now. Oh, this is so funny how this all, oh, here she is. Let's read her now quickly. Let's read and pick up more about what Spirit is saying about this. It says, when your soul selects her card, empathy is the most mysterious transaction that the human soul can have. And it's accessible to all of us, but we have to give ourselves to the opportunity to identify, to plunge ourselves in a story where we see the world from the bottom up or just through another eyes of or heart. Empathy is mercy's twin sister. When we can feel into the reality of someone else's suffering, then we open up to the possibility of mercy. Mercy is the embodiment of compassion. It can feel easy or even natural to have compassion for people who have never harmed us personally. But mercy is also having compassion for someone who has. Mercy requires that we give something of ourselves. Which is symbolized by this oracle, Mio Shan, giving her eyes and arms to the king. It can feel like a great sacrifice to be so giving towards someone who has given us nothing but suffering. But here's where the magic comes in. The law of the universe is merciful, and the more we give, the more we receive. When the king realized the profound act of mercy that his daughter bestowed on him, Mio Shan transformed into her true manifestation as the thousand-armed Kuan Yin. Wow, okay. Mio Shan is a reminder that giving is the true receiving, and when we refuse to release our anger towards someone, we're blocking the flow of the universe within us. We aren't harming the person who harmed us by remaining angry. We are keeping ourselves from receiving the love and light that is already our own. So, our meditation for this card says, who can I give mercy to in this moment? Wow. So, there could be a lot of us who are dealing with some situations of resentment, maybe, of course, anger, of unforgiveness because of the way somebody has mistreated and done us, harmed us or hurt us. It could be just one time, or it could be over and over and over again, it seems. And, you know, I find that a lot of us begin to operate in this energy when just different people do some of the same things that we've experienced before in life to us over and over again. We form this pattern of, oh shit, this is how people are going to be. People are selfish. People are like this. And you become You become just this person that is so cynical based off of the things that people have done. And then you begin to take on an energy where you kind of start to act like those same people. Not only that, you shut yourself off because you don't want to feel it anymore. You don't want to get hurt no more. And so you close yourself off. But what you don't realize is that when you close yourself off from being harmed, you also close yourself from being loved. You also close yourself from receiving healing. You also close yourself off from receiving what it is that you maybe truly desire. It's so beautiful because Spirit told me, maybe I'll say it was the Sabbath, what I consider to be the Sabbath day, or what I observed as the Sabbath day was a Saturday. I was in the tub and I was doing meditation, and Spirit spoke to me and said, if you, it said, what did it say? Let me remember, because I almost forgot. But I know it's something to the effect about opening your hands to receive. Let's see. Oh, Father, please help me find this fast, because I really do not want to. That's not it. Oh, I really don't want to not remember. Let me go back. Let's see. Where is this at? All alcohol. Oh, darn it. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, so right now I can't totally remember, but I know that it was something like open your hand to receive. It says something to the extent of opening your hand to receive. And basically, I feel like that says to me, you have to open up your hand in order to get something. Your hand being closed, you won't receive anything at all. You can't get anything. But with you also trying to hold on to something as well, again, you can't receive. So maybe some of you guys also are probably trying to hold on to people. Maybe you're trying to keep somebody bound by not offering mercy. Maybe you're trying to keep somebody bound because you feel like, no, you belong to me. We're supposed to be together. I know this. I've seen it. Spirit showed me and you supposed to be together. Oh, okay. Well, then it shouldn't be hard for you to open up your hand in and let them go. That's mercy too. Sometimes people are genuinely not ready yet, and you holding on to them like this with your fist closed. First of all, you can't get nothing that you need as well. But on top of that, it's a forceful thing. It's a forcing. A fist is a sign of force as well. So anyway, that's kind of off tangent, but basically, some of you guys, I believe, are holding on to things that you shouldn't. And I believe maybe this is how Spirit was trying to show, like, open up your fist, open up your hand. First, so that you can let go of what you need to, and so that you can get what you need and what you want. Mercy can help you do that. Being merciful can really do that for you. And also, you obtain mercy. A lot of us need it. Just as much as we don't want to give it to other people, we need it because of the person that we also have become at the hands of somebody else that we say. You know what I mean? It's like a cycle. It could be vicious or it could be beautiful. We have to make the decision at the end of the day. So I believe that these two cards being behind each other is telling us that our soul is encouraging us to be merciful right now. And if you are an enlightened being, a lumen being, if you are a light worker, or if you call yourself being a follower even of the Most High God, this is what you need to be able to do. And if you're not doing it, you're not operating in the light. Boom. Sorry, not sorry. The next card that came out was Yamoha or Yamoha. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. I could be butchering it. And I do apologize for those who know and for those who don't. But it says, the goddess of all that flows, I am an ocean of creative energy, and I give birth to what exists within me. This is beautiful. See, because in the Work Your Light Oracle deck, we got creating heaven on earth, and Spirit had me to say to pair the cards of inner temple and creating heaven on earth together, because Spirit said that it is from our inner temples that we can get the inspiration and the information that we need to manifest and create the heaven for ourselves in the earth. And for this card to be coming up, I promise it's like this is just confirmation of even that reading. We have in us everything that we need to create the life that we want to lead, or the things that we want to see, the ideals, the ways that we want other people to act. We got it within us to create it. And we create from what is within. And I want to say that that could be positive or negative. Of course, the choice is ours. So what is it that's inside of you? What are you nurturing within yourself that you are manifesting? To me, that also goes with this card as well, because some of you guys are not being merciful, so you're manifesting other people, or you're manifesting situations where you also do not obtain mercy. But you want it though, but you don't give it to other people. What is it that you are manifesting from within you? What energy do you have working in you? If it's darkness and you want light, that means you need to start tapping into your temple and only talking about, or only inviting in those things that you believe will give you light, so that from there you can draw and pass out light to others. I'm done. I'm trying to go fast, y'all, because I got to go to work. I'm going to say that this is Edwina. It might not be, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Edwina. The High Priestess. Oh my gosh. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. First of all, tapping into the Most High God's frequency is tapping into love. In every sense of the word. That's number one. We are, as women and men, but this is for my sisters today because this is specifically for the divine feminine, and I say that are women. I'm sorry. They are women. First and foremost, yes, there are men who are tapped into their divine feminine energy, and some of these things can also resonate, but I am talking to women who are born in the gender of woman. I don't care who I offend with that. I'm sorry, I don't. Not Christ, but the Most High created gender. He gave you either a penis or a vagina, and there was a reason for that. But that's not what this is about. This is for my sisters, for the women. Anyway, priestesses, just like priests, are of service to mankind. So with that being said, you might know now that you are a priestess. You may understand now. And I think that this will be considered the doggone maybe advice or something. Or again, my prayer was, Father, who can we embody today, or who do we need to embody? We got 4 cards, so I'm gonna say that this is probably for the week even. But all of these messages just build up on top of each other. Being illumined, being merciful, that comes from being illumined. Understanding that the temple is within you and that you create what you want. And then the High Priestess too. Come on. The High Priestess is of service. And you are only of service of whatever it is that you're working with in here. Inside, right? What's inside is what comes out. Period. In the other deck, what was being said was that we were getting Akashic downloads, and what I was saying was that a lot of us are beginning to learn about exactly how we are going to be of service to mankind. Some of us is through cooking, some of us is through speaking, some of us is through just embodying love and being that for somebody. For some of us it's counseling, for some of us it's being a nurturer to children and other people. For some of us it's being a warrior and a fighter on behalf of others. For others of us it's about knowing how herbs and stuff heal. For others of us, it could be through dancing. So many different beautiful ways that we can be of service to folks. And a lot of us are beginning to tap into that energy. And what's most important is that you have to learn what it is that you're called to and how you're to minister to people. And then you're supposed to do it. So to me, this is an action card. Of course, all of them are. But these first two, actually, all of them are, and all of them also have to start with you going inside of yourself. So the first action is to go within. The first action is to go inside so that you can bring out what's in there to the world to help service people. That's the reading. I love you guys with the love of the Father. I'm done. I pray that something resonated. I love you all. Shalom.